Get the money, long time no cash.
I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
To the Bulls foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.
We do it for the love of the game.
Yo, it's your boy Hard Will, aka Will, chilling with my bro. You already know from the 4-0 Worldwide L, and our other host, Worldwide Chanel, won't be with us tonight, but she tuning in. Went to check out her daughter, NC State, Zaya James. Make sure y'all stay patched in with all that information. What up, Chef?
What up, bro? Are you ready for some basketball? I know we got a couple of topics, but something just came across my mind. Yo, what the fuck is wrong? What happened to White Howard? What the fuck?
Oh, I've been knew that though. Yo, like you know what's crazy? When somebody told me about it, I was like, that ain't new news. Now, honestly, he confirmed that he was a little with the Mook side. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's nothing better than confirmation and people what you call it, dealing with your truth. Because I think with that though, honestly, what I got out the new information that if he wouldn't have a case, he would have kept this under the table. He would have kept this as low as he could. But the industry, the people who in the circles, the NBA players, they already know. Because, you know, when dudes mess with trannies, people can know, even though a lot of people act like they don't. But those transsexuals stay in a certain section and they know who they are. Like, you know what I mean? They not like trying to talk to guys who don't want to mess with them. Respectfully, you know what I mean? So it's like they know Dwight Howard was down, and that's not his first encounter, allegedly.
Pause,
and allegedly. But I agree with people saying about Cam and them and Mason them. Even though I love their show, I love what they doing. They contributing to the sports world, which is dope. But I ain't going front. I'm not saying pause for everything. Some stuff okay. I didn't like the fact he told some football dude that's a major felony for a pause because he said he liked to go deep and he love it. But he's talking about football. The guy was talking about football. If he's talking about sex or something like that, then he can be held. It's a flag on a play for that. It's a flag for that. But if he's talking football and we grown men and he's a kid, Cam and Mace are grandfather ages. So, you know, that's the reality. And even me, I'm trying to conduct myself more like my age. Like it just you have to set example. That's why we don't have enough OGs, because stuff like that. Telling a young boy he got to say pause because he said he loved to catch deep passes. He loved to go deep. His quarterback said he loved to
you ain't
go
gotta say
deep.
pause for you ain't gotta say pause for every damn thing. Like, jeez.
Shout out to the chat, King Ribby, whoever else is tapping in. What's good, y'all?
What's good?
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen a lot of stuff, even though we doing a quick show. I seen a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about. I put some of it in there. Lakers got cooked last night.
Denver looked good.
Anthony Davis was a -19. He had 0 points in the second half. 0. So all that Lake show shit, the Laker fans be talking about, the Lakers is buying into something that's not no longer a winning thing. It's not gonna work. It's not. And and it ain't because it's
I
just
mean, we
one
can't cut him no
game.
slack. We ain't gonna cut him no slack. We just gonna
No, I ain't
cut
cutting
his
them no
throat.
slack.
We ain't
The
gonna cut him no
fans
slack.
is still
Game
saying,
one. We ain't gonna cut him no slack on game one.
no, this is the deal. Okay, cool. You got a good point. I'm glad you said that. AD, when LeBron went down, he stepped it up for the Lakers last season. We're not gonna not act like we don't know that. Cool. Let's put that over there. Now, you playing the reigning champions. First game. You don't have even a foul shot in the second half. The problem for me, this is explaining who he is right away. He did it many times last season. And first game against the championship, against the chip, is a statement game. It's a statement game, bro. You can't and LeBron played good. But AD's negative 19 when he's on the court, bro. So that's a problem for me. And that's just like Joel Embiid. Even though I think Joel is better than AD right now, he got too many other issues. So when I heard that Knicks was offering all them players for Joel Embiid, I wanted to ask you, what does that tell you about the players that you think? And Woj would have never broke that information if that was somewhat true. Everything probably ain't detailed to the truth. But
they
it's
said it
some
was what
validity.
three players.
More than that. More than
Well,
that.
they had
Even though
they
the
had
40-year player was a throw-in to get him off
Yeah.
your books, but it was RJ, Randall, Fournier, and Mitch.
Yeah, you only could pick three. They said 3 plus picks or something like that. 3 out of the whatever names was mentioned.
Did you do that for Joel Embiid?
See, Mitch. The thing is, Mitch will have to be in there, so you know that right away. Now to give up RJ and Randall, nah.
And picks with this new draft
that's
coming.
What I'm saying. With picks, so that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna take RJ and Randall, then we got to keep the picks.
They're not doing that. That's like a straight up to them.
Well, I mean, you ain't gonna just take all our picks. You ain't gonna.
No, but to be honest with you though, the rate of a superstar, that's how it go. And you talk about Randall and RJ, players who never did nothing. They never did nothing in the NBA. They never did nothing in the NBA. We still would have to mention Randall's resume: NBA All-Star twice, NBA All-Time All-Team a few times. Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, but that don't add up to Joel Embiid. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It don't.
So when you throw in the other pieces, the RJ, the picks, the Fourniers, the clear the book. So you said pick 3. That's basically
how many picks you gonna
I don't think it's a good deal personally, but that's the value of it. That's why they have to put that much players on the table.
But Philly ain't gonna do that deal anyway, though. Hard. And another way to look at
right
it too.
Now, Philly is looking worse than us. They got Harden right now. Harden don't want to be there.
ESPN got us ranked above them in the
only because of those things, bro.
That's what I was talking about.
Maxey played better than most of the players on our team because Doc Rivers let him play. Maxey had a hell of a season. Harden had a good season. And B, you got Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris to me is like, I don't know, it could be debatable, him and Randall. It's debatable. It ain't like it's a toss-up. It's like some people say Randall better, some people would say he better. He got better dribble than Randall. Randall ain't that much taller than him. And that's another thing I said earlier. And I just compared them. It's nothing to do with the trade. It's another thing I said earlier. Randall ain't that tall. Barrett is the same size as Randall. Now you got guards that size. Point guards. The Knicks got too many guards.
Too many guards. Too many guards. Too many guards.
With all these uber guards coming in, bro, that's a problem because even your power forward can't really handle the ball. He can't. He dribble with his head down. He go in the corner too much. He don't know how to attack. He don't know how to attack, see what the defense is going to do, and then make a decision off of that. You see what I'm saying? That's what people with handle know how to do, or people that's going to make the hockey pass to the open guy that's helping Randall's man, for instance. You know what I'm saying? That's the plays that Hart would make. Hart makes those plays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I always gave credit to the office for bringing in those kind of players that's just gonna attack, but then pass if the shot isn't there. I'm not saying Randall don't do it neither. That's not really what it looks like. It just has to be more. If you look close at the game, right? It has to be what the game is giving you. You know what I'm saying? Or right, this is how Randall could beat the system. Don't let the defense make you shoot that many jumpers. If I'm playing you and you keep giving me the jumper, that means you fear my drive. So why would I keep giving you the jumper for? To prove that I can hit it? Cool. Hit a couple to make them be more honest on D. Like when I always talk about the spacing, like they give Randall space because they scared of his drive. So he has the jumper. See what I'm saying? But that's the thing. After you hit one, now they got to come out. Now you start ball faking, jab stepping, going, pulling up off the glass, or just going in closer, the mid-range Randall. That's where he could be a killer. Because now even mid-range, when the defense is coming out, you know how players do. You be in the air, you could drop it down low to Mitch. Plays be opening up in the middle of a play. You know what I'm talking about? Because you taking a high percentage shot. But the three-pointer, if it missed, that's a long rebound. We're not getting that. And they're not going in a lot.
That's where Mitch coming at. But that's a the only way I can see that trade really happening. If you go get Embiid if you get a chance to go get Embiid and pair him with Brunson. Yeah,
that's not enough though. That's the only problem I have with the trade. We giving up a house, and it's still not enough.
And you're not gonna, and you depleting your team. You know what I mean? But I did say Philly had a couple of other players, so they was pretty much saying it was a roster swap.
Nah,
at the end
they
of the
talk
day,
about bro. You see, bro. I'm not saying you wrong, but when you look at deals for like somebody like Embiid, they're not giving up no other players. Only player I could see would make sense, and I've been said this: Harden. Harden in that deal, and you give him another piece. Bring Harden now. Now that's a good team. Harden, Embiid, and Brunson. That's a good team.
Who else we got? We got Hart. We still got Josh Hart. You still got
have Hart. We'll have Dante. You'll have McBride. You'll have Sims, Hartenstein. It's a good team. It's a better team.
Not bad.
It's a better team than somebody that I'm not sure could get over the hump. Reference to a healthy Embiid. A healthy Embiid is getting you over the hump. And then you got to remember, if we went that far, now with Embiid, that's the Eastern Conference. Especially still with Brunson and the players you named. That's the Eastern Conference, bro. And Quickly still here. Even though he might leave, he's still here. Get what I'm saying? Quickly will fit in good with Embiid because he play like Maxey. But this is what I want to tell you, bro. When we always say nothing is going on, why we not making no moves? Now they want to make the right moves. Now they being patient. And other teams keep making moves. The teams that keep building up their team, by the time we make moves, it's not enough moves to contend. If you look around the league, all these teams got, bro, we've been saying Boston got 3 stars. Boston got 4 all-stars, bro. 4. When you add Holiday in that.
No, we said 4. We said 4.
No, but we've been saying 3. I'm just saying in general, we know we said it on the air, but I'm just saying, bro, it's 4 of them. That's 4 players, and they have a bench. I'm not saying we can't beat. They have a bench.
They ain't got a bench.
Pritchard is good. They got a bench, bro.
They bench is thin.
They got a bench, bro. I didn't even know they let Robin Williams go. Did you know that?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He was in.
He's on Portland.
Yep.
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with I asked you about the moves being made, and then we make a move, and then we still not enough?
Yeah. It only because you gotta kind of it's just like with anything else, you kind of gotta evolve with everything else. So you gotta kind of keep pace with everything else that's going around. That's including the world. So you got to keep up, or you're going to get left behind. the world is changing every day. So this is what's going on. Everything is changing on the fly. So the Knicks got to be able to do the same thing. Now, the thing with the thing to the Knicks' advantage is that they're all young. So you still got a young team. So you got a young team while other teams is getting older. So that's the thing that's in the Knicks' favor, that they are a young team. And
What
they
team
they
though?
got, huh?
What team though? Give me
What
an
team? What you
example,
mean?
because
What
I
team?
don't think teams got older. If you look at the top teams, they still really young. Boston is really young. Milwaukee is still really young. Dame ain't young, but
It's not so much. It's not so much in age. It's the
they in a
miles that they got.
position.
It's the
No, let me
miles
tell you
that
the
they
main
got because
point.
they've been
No,
going
let me
deep
tell
in
you
the
the main
playoffs.
point. The
Mhm.
players you speak of, right, Al?
Mhm.
They team is in a better position already. That's why they going for it. That's why I always had a gripe with the Knicks,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of going for stuff that's not obtainable. Now, when you look at Milwaukee, you look at all the teams that's in it, it looks obtainable. Now, when Miami get to the East,
But how do
I'm
you
like,
get
anybody
there?
could get to the Eastern Conference
You have
Final
to go
now.
through what the Knicks is going through right now, though. Hard. Boston went through the same thing. You have to go through this
Nah, those
process.
teams.
They got
Nah,
Boston. They let their team grow. So they had that team. It was Tatum and Brown, and they built within the team. They tried to add on a couple of places here and
but
there.
when Brown came,
Same thing the Knicks is
when Tate,
doing.
nah, it's not the
Listen,
same.
hold on,
When
hold on,
When
hold on,
Tatum
hold on.
came there, he was on the winning team already.
Listen, you got Tatum and Brown. You got them tandem, right? So in between that time of that tandem, you had pieces coming in and out, including Kyrie, including Kyrie. So
Mm-hmm.
they done been through the process. Let's not just diss the Knicks when Boston was doing the same shit. They
Bro,
look like they
Boston been to
started.
the Eastern Conference Final and
Yeah,
the
but they
championships.
was
You can't
but
compare
they
the
was
Knicks
going.
to that.
What you mean? I'm saying you got to
What
go
you
through the
mean? What you
process.
mean? You can't
You
compare
gotta
the
go.
Knicks
You
what they.
you gotta go.
Boston
No,
was in the
listen to what I'm saying. I'm not
championship game.
comparing. Listen.
Boston
No,
was
no,
in
no,
the
no, 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 no.
championship
Hold on,
game.
hold on. Let me finish. I'm not comparing the teams. What I'm
You
saying is the
just said you
process.
can't diss the
Listen,
Knicks, and they doing the
because
same thing. No, they
you
not.
gotta
No, they
let them
not.
go through. How do you let them go through the process? I don't
No,
understand.
you
How do
didn't
you
say
want to
that. You
do
said the
something? You
Knicks
keep
is
sitting
doing
there
the
standing
same thing as
still.
Boston. No, they not.
No,
No, they
I'm
not.
saying
It's the decisions that the
listen
Knicks
to
made. We
what.
don't even have a Tatum and
Hold
Brown.
on. Listen to what I'm saying. They
I
went through.
am.
They went through the process. They just happen to have better players than what we have on their team, and that's
That
facts.
changes
Tatum and
everything.
Brown. Tatum and Brown. Okay,
That
well,
changes everything.
that's some things we can't got nothing to do with the way how that goes. That's just the way how the cookie crumbles comes sometime.
Nah,
That's just
that's
the way it is.
included. The team
That
picked their
we had
players
because
who they
we
picked.
had because
They
we
picked
had
Obi.
okay,
They picked a bunch of bad players.
and we talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
I'm
already.
listening.
That's what Ford is that.
No,
Right?
you comparing it. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, but you pick these players hoping that these players max out, hoping that you get a player like a Tatum and like a Brown, right? The Boston Tatum wasn't the number one overall pick, was he? So
Bro,
other
you still
teams
have to
passed
give
on
the
them.
team credit for that, for picking
Hold
them.
on.
The
Okay,
team
yeah, I'm
know
gonna
more
give
than
them
we
credit,
do
but I'm
about
saying
the
other
players.
teams passed on them, right? Brown
That don't
wasn't the
got
number
nothing to
one
do with
pick.
it. We talking about what Boston did. Boston picked them.
All I'm doing is telling you,
Nah, you
you have
going,
to
you
go.
going
Listen,
hypothetical too much,
no,
bro. The team has something to do with
I'm
who they pick. So both teams got to take blame
all
and
right.
credit for
You can't
what
have
they
the
did.
conversation go, yo. You can't have the conversation go one way
It's
when I'm
not going my
trying to
way.
give my take on the situation. So if I'm
I don't
giving my
agree
take
with
on the
that.
situation, you gotta let me. Whether you agree or not, let me get my take. You ain't even let me finish. I didn't cut you off. So let me get my take on the situation. I'm talking about the process. I'm not comparing the talent. I'm not comparing the front
You
office. I'm
did
talking about
compare
you
it.
got
You
to go
said
through the
don't diss the
process
Knicks. You can't
because they
diss
have
the
to. Because
Knicks.
how do you get better? The same way how you sit there on one hand, you say you want them to develop players, but then on the other hand, you sit there and say that they not getting better. So I don't understand that. How do you develop players? You want them to
I
develop
didn't say
players, but
that. I
then they're
never
not
said
getting
that.
better on the same. So I mean, you got to go through the process. Am I right or wrong? That's all I'm
What
saying. You
I
got
said
to go
was the
through the
Knicks
process.
are chasing something
What are they
unobtainable.
chasing? I don't know what they
That's a
chasing. I don't know what
difference.
they chasing. You keep
Cool. You
saying they
don't have to
chasing
know. That's
something.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, what they
Because
chasing?
if you
If
chasing
they felt
something,
if they
if you
felt they was a
chasing something,
championship team, right? If they felt they was a championship team, I'm quite sure you make a championship move, right? Boston felt they was a championship team, they made a championship move. Milwaukee felt they was a championship team, they made a championship move. Simple as that. Phoenix thought they was a championship team and they made a championship move. The Knicks ain't a championship team. That's all I'm saying. But you got to go through the process in order for you to be able to be a championship team to make the move. And just think about it. They still got all their picks. They got all this bread. They still sit in a good position. You just got to go through the process and let the process play out sometimes. We can't, on one hand, want these players to develop, and on the other hand, say, oh, they're not doing nothing. Oh, the Knicks is just sitting back. I agree with you. Then you have to keep pace with what's going on. But this team, you got to wait and see how this team.
You got to keep pace with what's going on. They just wanted to give all the players you talking about away for one player. Let's talk about current events in reference to what you said. I'm repeating what you said. You said don't diss the Knicks. It's a comparison you was giving to the Knicks in Boston. My dispute was
the process. Kyrie process.
Hold on, I listened to you. Now I'm trying to reply. And Kyrie thing you brought up, we never even got a player like that until Brunson. So that means for Kyrie to even go there and Boston to make that move, like you just compare all the teams trying to win, Boston been doing that already. When Kyrie went there, because when Tatum went there, they was already a winning team. So you coming in knowing how to win and learning how to win. So it's a different situation. We nowhere near the Boston Celtics because we beat them 3 times. That's why I said we could beat them, but it's the problem with our team. Now they got a new roster. So another debunk I got to what you saying, and I said to you, Al, while we not making moves and you saying we okay, and all these other teams keep getting better, you just say you agree with that because now we have to get way more better. We have to make double the moves to keep up. And another great point I got for you is when you look at the Detroit and all these other teams and the new guys coming into the league, in a year, they're going to be better than some of the players that you're saying that this team is developing. Why they didn't develop them? Because developing players is letting them play through their mistakes and learning. But when I say they trying to chase things as unobtainable, the way Tibbs was coaching them, like if they already was playoff experience and not really coaching them in a developing fashion, that's my point of saying they're chasing things unobtainable. If they wasn't coaching them that way and letting them get better the right way, you would see a better Grimes. You would see a better player than what we're seeing. Because the positions that they put them in, and then now they turn their back on them. They didn't pay quickly. They paying new players as soon as they come in. To me, it's confusing. I'm looking at what other teams are doing. I could see what makes sense and what don't make sense. Just because I'm a Knicks fan, I'm not gonna sit and say, "Oh, we all right, we good." When I see the whole NBA getting better, you know what I want to wait and do? Tonight we play. We playing. Our games is back now. Now we're gonna give a take on the fresh new games. My take I just gave was old stuff, except for yesterday when the shit broke. He want to give up all them players you talking about. The same office want to give up all them players for one player. For one player. And I said I think it's a good deal to do because Embiid would take us over that level. And you agreed too. So it can't be both. But I'm the person that don't think that team can do it the way they trying to do it, though. So I have a right to feel that way. People that feel like we are right shouldn't feel that's a good deal. It can't be both. So that's my 2 points in reference to what we just was going back and forth about. I listened to you, and my bad for cutting you off, but it's like I can't help myself with the comparison that I was hearing or some of the things because no.
It's no comparison.
It was a comparison. You said don't diss the Knicks. Boston did the same thing we doing. It wasn't the same. It's no comparison. Boston was a playoff team already.
All right, so how do you go through the process?
What's your reply to that? Hold on.
How do you go through the process?
Boston was a playoff team already, right? You know that, right?
When Tatum got there?
You pausing. Boston was winning rings, bro. They was already doing shit recently.
I'm only going from the Tatum and Brown experience. I'm only going from them.
I'm saying when Tatum came there, he was on a winning team. He played the next year even more. It's a winning system, bro. It's like it's hard to
understand. I understand all that. I understand, but that's what we're trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Coach is better than Tibbs.
That's all I'm trying to tell you is we have to get there. We have to get there. You like you said, you chasing things that's not obtainable, right? So you can't sit there and say that. I don't see them chasing the ring because if they was chasing the ring, then they would have went out there and made some
my coaching example. Didn't make sense to you. You got one example because they ain't making moves.
What I'm saying
they've been trying to make moves. Nobody want to make a move with them. That's the truth.
I don't know about that, man. I'm stuck in between on that one hard. I ain't gonna front. I'm stuck in between on that one. I don't know if they not doing it or Cats is trying to fucking milk the cow on us, knowing that we got all these picks. So I don't know. I'm stuck in between because when we don't make them deals, them players, they go to the other teams for nothing and make it seem like we didn't do. Oh, why we couldn't give up a first round draft pick? I think it'd be more than that. I think it'd be
So
more
if
than that.
somebody
Dog.
were to take your picks, that don't tell you nothing.
If they want to take your picks,
That don't tell you nothing. All along you had these picks, nobody wanted them.
no, I'm quite sure
Now,
they do want them picks. I'm quite sure they do.
now
Want them
they
picks.
want the picks. We had picks for a little while already. What I'm
No,
saying
what I'm saying,
is teams want those picks now. Go ahead.
no, I know teams want the pick. But what I'm saying to you is, you know that somebody got something, right? So it's like I'm going to start at high because I know that they got it, right? When you because them GMs do their homework, so they know who got what, who has picks, who don't have picks. But it's mighty funny that all these guys go away to these teams for nothing, right? For nothing. So
They
just
don't
let you know
have
that-
relationships. The Knicks don't have that means that they listen. When you bring in an agent,
See, that's
when you bring in
going
these
deeper.
people,
That's going in deeper. That's
when
going in deeper.
Dolan brought in an agent to do this role, you the same guy that used to defend players and make the teams pay a bag. You had an agency. His son still got an agency. Brunson is signed to the agency. That's all facts. So now you coming to the table trying to deal with me and want me to look out for you? Dolan did that because we couldn't get no star. We still ain't get a star.
One of the reasons. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's one
We
of the
still
reasons
ain't
why
get
we
a
can't
star.
get
We
it
got
yet.
his nephew. We didn't get a Brunson is a star, but we got his family member. I said this last season we supposed to get him and a star because that's my family. He's coming under the muscle, and I'm an agent. That's what they brought me here for.
It's another deal going to be made, though, Hart. It's
Now
another
it's another
deal.
deal.
Listen,
You on a payroll, yo. You on a payroll with
Think
Leon
about
Rose. Yo,
this.
give me some
Nah,
front
I'm
court
just saying we
seats.
can't just sit there. They just can't sit there and not have all that and not do nothing with it.
Make
like,
sure
come
y'all
on
get
now.
that Brunson shirt I designed.
Come on.
Man. Stop playing, man. City on our
You can't
back,
have all
man.
that. You can't have all that. You
Got
can't
the
have all
hoodies
that.
too.
You can't have
Yeah,
all
my
that.
bad.
All that equity and don't do nothing with it. Come on now. You got to use it.
I told you last season, them the type of dudes go to the car lot with enough money and I don't know.
You know.
Buy that shit,
Listen.
nigga. Excuse my language.
Yo, one thing. This is what I see that they do. Like, all right, they was involved in the Bradley Beal deal, right? Everybody know how I feel about Bradley Beal. Not to say he's not a good player, not to say he wouldn't help this team, right? One of the reasons he don't stay healthy. See what I'm saying? And then last night it was opening night, and you out with a bad back. You had all summer to hell. You had all summer.
Phoenix might win it because of Bill. They don't care if Bill. They don't care if Bill play or not that game.
Yeah, I know they're going for. I know they one of them teams with Kevin Durant where it's all about the playoffs with them. I understand that. You know, certain teams, the Miami.
And I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's why teams win because
Lakers.
they letting them guys play that they're gonna need to help them in the playoffs. That's what I said to you on the last show about our players, where he couldn't tap on McBride because he didn't give him enough time to make him feel comfortable enough to tap McBride on the shoulder in the playoffs. That's what winning teams do. They building a team through the regular season so these guys is comfortable and good enough to do what they got to do when you get to them moments. And Phoenix got other players too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're gonna win, but Lakers, man, they looking bad.
They're looking bad, but they another team that they don't care about seeding. They don't care about seeding. You got those teams that don't care about seeding.
But the Lakers have to this year because of the reason how they got handled. They got to try to avoid the Nuggets and hopefully somebody else beat the Nuggets.
Nuggets look good. Shout out
because
to
the way the Nuggets handled them last night. And like I said, AD had a goose egg in the second half, minus 19. So, bro, the Nuggets is playing team ball. That's all that comes to my mind when I think of the Nuggets, bro. The center, he goes like this. You have to honor everything. So that means when he got the ball, you got to stay on your man. That's what sharing the ball does, bro. That's why they winning. That's why I said, basketball is going back to real basketball. That's why even UConn won. Because all these dudes are still in their bag. A dude is wide open. So he's not hustling for you the way he's supposed to. In the NBA, it's even more money. It's more of that bullshit going on. That's why now the NBA made new rules, bro, right? That you can't miss games or they can't rest in it and all that. They put new rules in to try to stop this, L. This is bad. Remember people saying kids don't got money and they go to the game and their favorite player ain't playing and all that?
Yeah.
Bro, these guys get too much money for that. Harden going to club right after he lose, even though he did a lot of shit that I don't like, I'll still take him on the Knicks. I ain't going front. I still take Harden.
Yeah, you know one thing I said shame on the Lakers for last night. You know that you got swept out of the playoffs. You know you got them gave you the business, and you got opening night against them. You see what I'm saying? It's opening night against them.
You ain't supposed to lose that.
And you could no.
Who do you blame?
No.
Who do you blame?
Who do I blame? I think this is one thing I was looking at last night because I was looking at chemistry wise. I was looking at the Nuggets look like they just got finished, like they still was in the finals playing. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because they brought back their whole team. You see what I'm saying? And then the Lakers added a whole bunch of new pieces to that team. So that's why I didn't really jump to too much. I ain't want to bash AD, but you did have the goose egg in the second half. You know what I mean? And you with him is always the thing with him that always over his head is that he a soft player. Unfortunately, AD, hate to say it, soft. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of that's going to come with people think you soft already. So when you have a performance like that, they go back to you just being soft. But the Lakers should have came out there. You know that team just took your ass and sent you home, swept your ass. So they should have came out there ready. And I just thought Denver had a hold on them, on them since the opening tip.
But when you look at rosters, when you look at both rosters, you would say anybody could win that game. So when you break it down, or you look at the game, it was the teamwork, how good the Nuggets gel together separates. Even when the Lakers had a chance to win and AD just didn't assert himself enough, maybe he's seen it. Like when you in a game, I think it is soft because I agree with Stephen A. when he said he told Darvin Ham, don't let him shoot threes. Don't let him shoot a lot of threes because it takes him from out being in the paint. He already is better than the average center because his agility. That's just like Embiid. See, AD was a guard in high school. He had a growth spurt. So when you have a guard ability and you have a growth spurt, he can handle the shit out the ball. But the problem is he can't handle it all the way out there because then he going to try to shoot jump and all that. Make him handle the ball in there so he could put them moves on them and hit them little short jumpers, turn his back some, make him mix it up. But I don't know, man. I don't care.
Y'all seen the part
the
when he was on
Lakers
the
do.
sideline, he was getting his little boo-boo taken care of on the sideline, like this soft-ass motherfucker.
Some dudes got too much money. They don't really care. They don't want to play. It's sad. But
over
at
there
the
with
end of the
little
day,
boo-boo.
I think the Lakers story, it just tells you how things change. And Boston is a good example. Boston has a history of being in it. Like the Magic Bird era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So
do.
Boston is actually putting himself in a position to be there 3-4 years from now too. Because the players, they just paid Brown all that money. Brown only gonna get better.
Yeah. I mean, you got the franchises like in the other sport. It's the same thing, you know. It's unfortunate the Knicks ain't one of these franchises in basketball, but you got the Lakers as a story franchise and the Celtics. These have known to be putting
because they won, right?
Yeah, because they won. Yankees, you know, Yankees put that team out there. It's either championship or bust, and you only can have that mentality when you win championships. So the Knicks don't have that mentality, unfortunately. So they can't have that championship or bust. But it's like when they win a championship, then they can say championship or bust. But Boston, you go into the up there, it's championship or bust the minute you walk through that door. No matter who on that team,
But I think even a Boston fan,
that's the mentality they got.
I think if I was a Boston fan, like if you just look at what's like you're not gonna, it's not the same. Like if I lose and I see we could do better the next year from the moves we make because of the roster that we have, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to figure out. It's just like how you pointed out certain teams that's going for it. Every team you name has a right to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? They roster tell you that. So that's the thing. Like if you're not developing the guys in that prospect, like I've heard people say this, like the Knicks needed a coach that's aligned for that because Tibbs ain't really aligned for that. Why did they really put him in that position? Like he got a coach. He not really trying to like I don't know, bro. It's confusing.
They put him there they put him there to establish that kind of culture. Like, the Knicks has no identity, so you have a coach that can come in there, and you have players that matches what a coach, what a player is supposed to be, right? What a good Tone. What up, broski?
Whoa, it's good, bro.
That
Good, I
what a
hear you.
good player, what a good player is supposed to be, right? How a fundamental player. He can go ahead and leave because I think what you call it is pretty much there. He's going to take over for Tibbs. So you do have the young coach there. Just that the voice is Tibbs' voice right now. So he is in the air. You understand what I'm saying?
But you see how Tibbs coach, he's staying all the way over there. Like, that's a problem because it's hard to do that, bro. It's like I said, I broke it down a different way, but it's the same thing. Excuse me. When you a coach doing your way, but then those guys know we supposed to be doing it another way, it just causes a disconnect. And that's why I notice now a little bit more why they was coaching the way they was. Like, dudes is going to do their own thing instead of when you see other coaches talk first and then talk. People will still talk to players individually, like how our coaches did. But you would see more of them, all the coaches coming together more. And I hardly really saw Tibbs doing that. At kind of sort of, I think the word got out and they try to change the look of it more. Like, he started sitting with them a little bit, but he couldn't help it. He still kept walking 8 feet away with his arms folded. They can't even hear you over there. The garden is too loud. They can't hear you.
That hard. Amara Shah asked him about it. Amara Shah, he asked Tibbs about that. He asked him, do he have a seat? Do you ever sit down? Do you have a seat on the bench? He's like, everybody everybody told you how many seats he said it was, and everybody just gobble up all the seats anyway. But he ain't sitting down. But I mean, listen, the players don't mind playing for Tibbs. They don't mind playing for Tibbs. They go out there and they give it effort, and that shows you that they don't mind playing for the coach. Because if they did, they wouldn't give up. They wouldn't put forth that kind of effort.
That's a business, though, bro. You got to put forth effort.
But you see it happen. You seen it happen. Look, you see it happen. Look,
not for no players who don't got no money.
Look,
these guys don't got no money. L. Quickly ain't get paid. These guys can't do that, bro. These guys can't do that. They can't act like, yo, bro, you'll be out the league, bro. It's too many basketball players. See, if you don't like your coach, you gotta just take the torture and pray you get on another team and get another shot.
You had RJ and Randall on that Fizdale team, and they quit on him.
Look what David L just said. Look what David L just said.
What's good, LJ?
Yo, happy belated birthday, nephew. LJ, salute.
That's LJ. Cardi birthday was. That's my man.
Oh, my bad. That's
Cardi,
LJ.
Cardi.
Salute. Cardi, happy birthday to you, Cardi. I meant to shout you out on the last show. You see what David L put? How can that be? When Tibbs pre-defense. And I believe what David L is saying. I agree with him, rather. How can that be? That means they don't really want to play for you. If you're a defensive coach, you know why? I'm going to tell you why I think they don't want to play with him. Because he don't do things fair. He'll yell at this player and don't yell at that player. Another player do something worse and he act like he ain't see it. Coaching is coaching everybody. Even your best player got to get it if he did some nut shit. Those are the ones you really got to get. Because they the dog. That's the dog. You got to, come in, man. But Tibbs, he don't say nothing to them. Yeah, shout out Green. So, it's like an audition to get a better paycheck. Yeah, it's like you can't not slack. Even if I know the coach don't like me, I have to dive for the ball because I know they're not gonna pay me now because my money ain't guaranteed yet. Now the Hardens and them type of guys that can afford to get fined and stuff like that, then cool. Let them.
Bro,
yo, what up, Hack? Salute. What's good, bro?
What's good, Hack? Hack at the Garden, y'all.
Yo, happy, bro. Great season to you fellas, bro. Let's go. Hopefully the Knicks kill it. I just wanted to come show love to the bros Hardwell and my guy Worldwide L.
Appreciate you, man. Take off your mask, man. Ain't no more COVID out there. Take off your mask. Show your face. Show your
I'm not risking nothing, bro. I don't risk not a thing. Yo, Will, I love you, my guy. Al, I love you,
Love
my
you too,
guy.
bro.
All
Let's
right,
go
love you
to a
too,
great
Hack.
season, bros.
You already know, Hack. Be
Deuces.
safe, bro. I was gonna go to that game too, but I got
I thought you
so
was gonna
many
go up there. I
games.
thought you was gonna go up there.
Nah, I was gonna go sell some hoodies, but I
I'm
changed
at
my
the game
mind. I
on
was gonna
Friday. I'm there
no,
Friday.
I wanted
So.
to do the show and watch the game at
Mhm.
home tonight, so I could really. I want to go on after the game,
Give me
but I
your
don't know if
takes.
we
We got
could.
2 more minutes. We got 2 more minutes
Uh-huh.
for the game. So it's on ESPN. So
Uh-huh.
they're gonna jump right into it. Give me
Yeah.
your takes on all BS aside. I know we play around a lot this get
Yeah.
of this season. But
Uh-huh.
give me your takes on tonight's game and what you look forward from this Knicks team going into this season.
Yo, man. Shout out Greeny in the building too. Shout out everybody in the building. If I didn't shout you out yet, Boulevard Tone, Woo, David L. Everybody, before we get out of here, I want to shout y'all out. Knicks are nice. Y'all already know who the main supporters is. Y'all hit the like button for the few people that was here, so the show could be shown that it's up. So I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but what I'm not gonna do is say some stuff that I don't believe because I never left the Knicks throughout all of this hardship. This is hardship. It's getting better though, but I've been through hardship. So I don't. I've seen us fumble the package so many times, just like our football teams right now. Yankee team, we thought it was going to be good. So to make it quick, Knicks have to prove this and go and do it because I always say the lights is on for the stage tonight in a couple minutes. So it ain't about what Hard will think because every year we have to change our perspective on players. Now we got to go and put some respect on Randall name. He changed the outlook. Yo, now we got to go put some respect on Tibbs name. He didn't do the same thing. We do that over here. We even gave the office a different grade, and I wish I would take it back now because I see they thirsty over there. They I don't know what's up with them. For real, for real. We I think we in trouble. I think we in trouble. Do I think we gonna have an okay season? Yeah. Now, last point I want to make. This is what Hard will always be saying. If the office is treating this like they building, then we could look at it like we building. Coaching, everything is involved in that. So, which one? What are we doing? Okay, let's make it further than we did last time. As a fan, I'm cool with that either way. I don't expect no championship. As long as we make it further than we did last year and implement some teamwork, little knick-knack passes. You know what I'm saying? You got a fast break, but your man is right there. Give him the ball. Let him get a dunk. He didn't score yet. You already got 18. You don't see that with the Knicks enough. Let me see some of that. Change the narrative on too much self one-on-one ball. And I think it could be better, quicker with these guys. And that's my last take on it. Good luck tonight. Boston coming to play because they know we beat them 3 times last season. So this is going to be like a playoff atmosphere. What you think, Al, before we go?
Yeah, it's gonna be a playoff atmosphere. I think we'll be fine. I really do. I really think we'll be fine. I think we're in for a good season, entertaining season. I always keep thinking about Obi, the situation with Obi. I'm like, damn, we're gonna, who our power forward, who our power forward. But then I think about it for a minute. I'm like, he ain't grabbed no fucking rebounds when he was in the game. So we're not missing
Tibbs
the
like hard
rebounds.
anyway.
We're not missing the rebounds because he wasn't grabbing no rebounds anyway. So in them plays that you bringing in gonna be
That's
able to make up for his scoring. So I think we'd be fine. We bring it back the same team. We still got we still got a little money in our pocket. Still got a little change to work with, So if somebody come available, because you look for something to happen within the first 25, 30 games, something to happen when teams trying to figure themselves out. The thing that is in our favor, we don't have to figure each other out. We already know what our team. They already know each other, so they don't have nothing to figure out. They should come out here. They should come out here ready to roll tonight. It shouldn't be no excuses. It shouldn't be no excuses. But I do want cats to pump their break. I would love to go on. I can't see we're gonna go on after the thing, but I would love to see if the Knicks come up short, how cats what the chat would look like. What the chat would look like. This pump y'all breaks. pump your brakes or judging a player. I even didn't judge AD.
You can't.
No,
I
it's
can't
one
ask people to
game.
pump their brakes. I can't ask
It's
people to pump their
one
brakes. You know why?
game.
Just like we said, the
Jeez.
Lakers should have played better.
They should
Right?
have the intensity.
We
The intensity
waited.
level should have been there more.
Yeah, we waited all this time, and you got Knicks fans saying that we a better team. The players have to show it. It's no pump your brakes. They have to go out there and cook shit. They got something to prove. They lost in Team USA.
Well, let's see.
Even though RJ didn't, they got something to prove, bro.
Let's see. All right, let's get up out of here. Let's get settled in. Everybody get
we
their
out of here.
blues,
Mega salute.
roll
Good
them
to
up,
see
something,
you.
put it in the air. Good Mega.
Yeah,
you know?
put it up. Put that New York pack in the air. You know what I'm saying? And we out of here. Peace.
Hey, yo, Queens get the money, long time no cash.
I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
To the Bulls foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay it cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man. We tired. The same thing. Be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.